Okay everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a new autism talk, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys what is autism spectrum disorder. Now this probably should have been the first video that I did in this series, but I don't know, I just didn't really think to do it. And then prior to that I had done a video, so I didn't really know if I should have done another video. But now that we have some new beautiful flowers, then I would love to take this opportunity to talk with you guys about what is autism. So that's kind of the star of the show. Now, I did make notes, and I'm going to be reading from my blog post. If you guys want to go back and read what I'm talking about, then I will leave my website in the description box. It's mayevans.com. Make sure you guys subscribe over there. I would love for you guys to do that because I want to stay connected with you guys just in case, you know, YouTube falls apart. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So what is autism? So when you think of autism, it isn't just one thing. So you have autism right here, and then you have all of these other things that follow underneath autism. And so we're going to be talking about that today. So by definition, autism spectrum disorder describes a spectrum range of lifelong conditions or challenges that a person may face. And we're going to be talking about that. It says these broad range of conditions are characterized, here we go, by challenges with communication, social interactions, repetitive behaviors, sensory skills, perception, and motor skills. So when you think of autism, you think of a person having challenges in those areas. I wrote, as you can see, this is quite a bit. So I also want to make sure I let you guys know, and I have said this in other videos, that a child must have all of those symptoms in order to receive a diagnosis of autism. So your child can't just have a speech and language delay and then all of a sudden they have autism, because you don't want to put, you know, that label on them if they only have a speech and language delay. And in that case, they can just go and see a speech and language pathologist. It's also important to remember that there is not one autism. So you may see one child more advanced, which they're called high functioning autism, and then you may see some children who are functioning a little bit low. No two individuals are alike. There are many subtypes, and each person with autism can have unique strengths and challenges as well. Autism is typically diagnosed in childhood before the 2nd or 3rd year birthday. So some parents do see signs before the 2nd or 3rd year birthday, and I believe it's 18 months. And so what you would want to do at that point is obviously go ahead and get your child in, you know, for testing and early intervention and different things like that. It says parents will begin to notice their baby does not use vocal sounds, or an older child may have problems with social interactions or nonverbal communication. So now, you guys, it's time to take a closer look at these challenges. So the first one is communication, like I spoke about before. They do have problems with language. Some people with autism are very fluent, while others are speech impaired. So as you guys know, Caden does have a speech and language delay, but then you may run across another child who's talking and having conversations just like you would have one with me. Secondly, is social interaction, impaired social skills. A person with autism can't recognize another person's personal space or read body language. The person may think out loud or repeat what another person has said. So sometimes they may get close to you. You know how we all like to have our space. They may get in our space. Next up is repetitive behavior. The person may make repetitive movements such as hand flapping or rocking, walking on tippy toes, or develop rituals such as lining up toys, the need for sameness, or flicking switches on and off. So Caden did this. I think that that's a classical sign of autism, where you see, you know, children lining up their toys, or they're walking on tippy toes, or they're flapping. That's one of the major things that people see. Another one is sensory or heightened sensitivity to sound. The person will develop avoidance behaviors, when dealing with this. So that's when you see them covering up their ears. They may be humming, they may rock back and forward, they may want to go to a quiet space. And if you do see your child doing that, then make sure you move them out of that situation and get them to someplace quiet, because that could spill over into a meltdown. The next one is, it says some children, is motor skills. So with motor skills, they have difficulty with movement. Now, luckily, by the grace of God, Caden is all over the place. He's very active, and he's never needed physical therapy because he's so strong. But some children do. It says they will have difficulty with coordination and motor planning, fine motor skills. Now, he does have problems with motor planning, such as the handwriting, and that's where occupational therapy will come into play. I also learned that this does hinder communication. So if your child is not able to write, then that could affect their communication as well. So everything kind of goes hand in hand. Lastly is perception. Those with autism spectrum disorder miss nonverbal cues. They are unaware of lies and have trouble or difficulty seeing a situation from another person's perspective. So if you get into a debate with them, then you may not win. It just really depends, because they will have trouble, seeing your perspective. Okay. Let me just make sure I got everything. Yep. All right, so this concludes those areas, you guys. I pray that you guys learned something from this video. I know that it probably was a lot to take in, but autism is a lot to take in. There's so much to learn about it, and I'm continuing to, learn about it every single day. And I want to make sure that I share it with you guys. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys check out my other autism talks as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.